Hello, 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 you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Welcome to Larger Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notified when I upload a video. And so you can become part of the beautiful Curvy community that we're growing in the YouTube streets. Okay. Thanks for being here. Happy Saturday. I was supposed to go live last night and then I had some stuff to turn in, so I decided not to go live. And then after I decided not to go live, got the stuff turned in. Then I got a call that somebody else wanted something before this, so I had to get that turned in before I could come on here. So my apologies, but it's Saturday. I hope that you didn't mind having to wait for me 3 extra minutes this morning. But let me tell you, Curvie, something. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I say, go ahead and ring the bell so you can get notified about stuff. You know how it goes. And oh yeah, when you ring the bell, I hear that you have to do the all thing, or else you might not get any notifications. I don't know. A lot of people have been saying they don't get the things after they hit the bell. So I'm not real sure what's going on. I'm still in my pajamas though this morning, y'all. Let me see. Well, a version of pajamas. I don't know. I feel like you guys haven't seen me in a while, but I don't know if I'm seeable this morning. Let me see what I'm looking like when I put the camera on. Let me see. Yeah, her hair is not twisted. Let's see what she's. Let's see. Do I feel like doing this? Let's see. It's going to depend on what it looks like. I guess that's okay. That's okay. We'll go ahead. Hi, you guys. Hi, Curvies. Okay, so I'm still waking up. I was sleeping my eyes down. Okay. Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming to Larger Curves today. Smash the buttons. You know I love smashing. Okay. Let's see. So I got a call from one of my Curvies. You guys know her. I'm not going to say her name though, but you guys know who I'm talking about if I would say it. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, Larger Curves, you need to do a live of your stories for your Instagram because your stories are really interesting." I'm like, "They're just Instagram things." She's like, "Oh no, you need to share this with the people." And I was like, "Okay." So, hey, look, I'm a coachable person. And when a Curvy says they need something, I'm going to try to get it for y'all. So Curvy says she needed for me to go ahead and share my Instagram stories. So here we go. I don't think it's really, hey, all I do is look at some stuff and repost some stuff that I either feel like people should be talking about, might not be aware about, might need in their day to either lift them up or make them think. So that's the kind of stuff I share. So if it got me either smiling, thinking, or stirred in some other way, then I usually will repost that. Now, if you've been following me on Larger Curves for a while, you may or may not know that me and algorithms have a long abusive relationship, okay? Because for some reason, algorithms be tripping on your girl, okay? The Facebook algorithm didn't like my ass unless I was shaking my ass. It doesn't like a conscious Larger Curves. It only liked a shucking and jiving, dancing, twerking Larger Curves. But as soon as I put anything halfway socially conscious into the TikTok algorithm, I got shadow banned. I got reported community violations. I already explained to you guys how they took my my 25,000 follower thing over there and shut it down because of community violations, because of being conscious and woke. You know, the thing is the attack is against woke, right? So, so for the TikTok man to get up in my face about a month ago and be like, "Oh, Americans, don't you care? They're trying to take your TikTok." I'm like, "No, you already took my TikTok. They can have it." Anyway, yeah, I'm a hater. Not really. But I did hate that because I worked really hard to get that many, and I have big plans and this is we're going to change the world or whatever. But no, 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 no. They had their own plans for your girl. So, and then over in the Instagram, same fucking thing. I had my original Larger Curves account. I had thousands of people in there. They came and shut it down. Couldn't get back in there either. They was like, and then I don't know who the people say they talk to when they have problems at Instagram. I hear people talking about, oh, I called this person and I was in touch with Instagram and they helped me and da, da, da. Instagram didn't help me nothing. I had to start a whole new Larger Curves with the two S's this time. And so this is the one I'm going to be sharing with you. Because of the experiences that I've had with getting shadow banned and getting the algorithm hating me and stuff like that, I really try to keep it kind of cute on this algorithm. However, with the updates to all the community guidelines everywhere, I'm not sure if I'm still within the guideline things because I just be reposting. I reposted some verified truth and I got a strike on my Instagram. It was a repost, okay? It was a repost of verified facts and all I did was repost it. They gave me a ding on my account. They took the post away. They sent me all kind of things about community guidelines and stuff like that. And then the original post was still up getting millions and millions of likes and views. But on my thing, it was a problem. But on the regular thing, it's not a problem. It's still up to this day, racking up views. And I even included that in my appeal. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. But anyway, I put stuff on this Instagram feed that hopefully somebody will semi-care about. Let's get this up in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to see you for a minute. I don't feel like looking at me right now. No, we're not leaving. I'm here. Okay, you guys, but here, let's add this to the screen. Let's do this. Okay. So this is from 16 hours ago. You guys I don't know if you can see this, but my stories is a lot. Look at those little lines. You see all these little lines? Every one of these is a different story. I be busy, you guys. I be busy. I think I might have a ADDS something or something. Smack to you. What's good, Kurt? What's good? How are you? Thanks for coming through. Yeah, this is just a little different live this morning. I don't want to talk about Diddy. We talked about it yesterday. That was really triggering to watch and hard to watch. It's disgusting. I'm so upset that I ever Harlem shook to anything he put out. But he was allowed to get away with it. But I don't want to really talk about that. It's a lot of saturation with that energy right now. So, but you'll be able to see from here. I got some saturation over here too. So we're going to start with this first post and protect and believe Black women. This is protect and believe Black women the first time. The beginning is near. Now I like this one because usually you see people with the end is near. Let's put the sound on.
En Afrique soit réglée par les Africains sur commande extérieure en s'attaquant à des pays frères et à leur population.
So this is a post about the newly elected Prime Minister of Senegal who stands with the Sahel region of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger on the continent, and against actually U.S. and French control. So I thought that was really interesting because of the fact that with everything going on over in Palestine and everything, I feel like there's a lot of colonization going on, and I feel like colonization needs to stop. And whenever any of the countries in Al-Kabalan decide to kick the colonizers out, it makes me happy. So I reposted that. Let's see if I put this back arrow.
Pourquoi faudrait-il que des
So that
problèmes
was
politiques
interesting. Oh my gosh. So I'm an 80s. I grew up in the 80s. Well, I'm a 60s baby, but my growing up is from the 80s. So I reposted this because I loved Family Ties, Michael J. Fox. That was oh my God, I used to have such a crush on Michael J. Fox. That's part of why I got into finance, was because remember Michael J. Fox on Family Ties was all about his money and he was like 10. I used to love that show. Anyway, let's take a look. I'm gonna have to turn this one down because I don't have the copyrights to this music. So the show Family Ties was a cute little show. It was on, it wasn't even on that long, only from 82 to 89, but it was a really cute show. And that's Michael J. Fox. And he was on a red carpet recently with his wife, who he met on this show. And I don't know, I just really thought that was cute. Some real classics. Yes. Oh my God. When they would put that song on, it was like time to go sit down in front of the TV, right? Anyway, so that's why I posted that one. Oh, this is me and my husband when we met. So young and beautiful. And I love when I catch angel numbers. So if I happen to look at my phone and catch an angel's number, then I repost it. 444 is really important to me right now, ever since losing my dad. Oh my God. So yesterday they had a freaking tornado in Houston. Oh, TMZ. So they had a tornado in Houston and severe storms ravaged the area 15 hours ago, and it caused a lot of damage. And I have some friends in Texas, and whenever something happens, and Texas is huge, you guys. And whenever something happens in Texas, I go to the group chat and I was like, is this near you? They're like, no. And same thing with my brother. He's in Florida. I'm like, is this near you? He's like, no. Oh, look at all those broken windows. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, Mother Earth is not playing. It feels like she's standing up and we on her back. Look at that. Anyway, so I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, that was Denise Williams and Jeffrey Osborne. Yes. What's good, Corey? Okay. So, yeah, shout out to the people in Houston praying for everybody. Look at all the debris everywhere. Look at all those broken windows on that high rise. And glass is expensive. My daddy was a glass maker, so I know. Okay. So I just thought this was interesting. Let me go back. I did not know that. That's disgusting. I'm very against my dollars going over there. I love stuff about like awakening and stuff. Let's listen
more
to
and
him.
more the cosmic. Through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step down transformer. Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space to our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. There is. In 59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this.
Thank you. Yes. Alex P. Keaton, aka Michael J. Fox, was the only Republican we had a freaking crush on. Well, as it turns out, Scott Baio ended up being a Trumper. I used to have a crush on Scott Baio. And who else ended up being a damn Republican? Did Tony Danza end up being a freaking Republican? Oh my God. Those three. Let's get back to Dr. Delbert Blair.
Summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activities, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma rays. Not all of us. Not all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Never are the chosen. How are you chosen? You choose yourself by following the disciplines you know you should have been doing, not tomorrow, but yesterday. By doing the readings and the research and taking the time to spend in meditation, the things you thought you should have done 5 years ago, you start them immediately tomorrow. But not being threatened or coerced to do because of the goading mechanism within your own spiritual consciousness, that you know you should be doing, as though a policeman was there or mother was looking, and you do better than both of those authoritarian figures because you are rising. Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wait for them. If you do not do that in mass, you will be subject to the technical prowess of a people who are soulless that now have control of this planet. And if you're ready to go up against them, I bless you. If you're ready to go up against them alone, I feel sorry for you. For you will learn a lesson.
What? I couldn't. Would I hurt Scott was a P-file. Oh, Scott Baio? No way! A P-file allegedly he stopped liking. No way. Scott Baio is a P-file? No way. You're going to have to DM me whatever you got that from. Don't. Oh my gosh. Well, look, I don't know. If you can like 45 and go up there, I guess there's a lot more things possible than not.
That will stay with you forever. You cannot match them in their technology. Forget it. What you knew subconsciously, and what you know even as you hear the tone and tenor of my voice is true, is that somewhere or another you could raise a spiritual quality that could match that in some kind of way. You just didn't know how to go about doing it. And you know that you had lost something and you wanted it returned. You have that privilege now. AIDS and every other man-made deceptive agent to stop you from progressing physically and cause your journey of life to end quickly will only be thwarted when you can raise your vibrational rates enough when none of those things can exist within that contact field. And then those that met it and made it will meet out its suffering and suffer the same thing that they start. The planet can.
So obviously I like this because it's about awakening. He's talking about how melanin is a superpower and about how the need to raise your vibration and frequency, because you don't want to be no low vibrational plate eater, and you definitely don't want to be no low vibrational space holder during this ascension time, because it just doesn't go with the
new energy through your pineals, through your melanin. Your energy fields will attract more and more cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step down transformer.
Oh my gosh. So did you guys know that the Olympics, the championships and all the stuff leading up to the Olympics is already happening? And shout out to Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas for being so freaking iconic, along with all the other ones. But, you know, if we had more gyms and tumbling places in Black spaces and neighborhoods, I know that this would be the norm. These three Black women made history sweeping the podium at the U.S. Gymnastics. So Connor McLean, Shalise Jones, and Jordan Childs made history securing the top 3 spots in the senior all-round competition, the U.S. Gymnastics champion, becoming the first 3 female gymnasts to sweep the podium. So the first 3 more gymnasts to go on the podium. I'm calling black people Moors these days. I'm not calling us adjectives. I'm just going to generalize us all into the Moor category because at least the Moor has a flag and black does not have a flag, but it does have a crayon box that you guys can just go jump right into. Okay. Um, anyway, so these Moor women were the first three to ever do this. Look at this, you guys. Now, there have been times when the podium people wouldn't even get up there because they were had to stand next to a black woman. But I guess they fixed that problem for you, huh? Because all of us up here are Moors. See, it's a habit. It's a habit. Anyway, I love it. Shout out to excellence. I post stories like this because it's excellent. I love more excellence. Okay. Oh my gosh, did you guys see this? So Kamala Harris went and visited Puerto Rico. Oh, it's okay. Um, Kamala Harris went and I think it's just me and you in here, Corey. But people will pop in and out. People who are supposed to be here will be here. People who are not supposed to be here will not be here because that's how life happens. You're always right where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there because if you're not there, you're someplace else. And if you're someplace else, then that's where you're supposed to be. Duh. Yeah. So Kamala Harris is, I don't need Mamala. The country does not need Mamala. No, we don't. Drew Barrymore is a freaking liar. I liked her better when I met her in line at Magic Mountain when she was 12 there by herself at the amusement park, all by herself. She was so sweet. They would just drop her off at the amusement park and she was a star and she had already been in ET and everything, just at the freaking Magic Mountain by herself. Want to ride the ride with me? Sure. We went on at least 3 rides together. It was nice. She was fun. But look, Drew, we don't need Mamala. And Mamala needs a clue. Okay. Mama needs a clue. Because she went and visited Puerto Rico and she's corny. She's corny. So they're singing a song, and you know Kamala, she be trying to dance to everything. She's like, "Oh, music, let me do my position. I'm here to smile and dance for the people. Let's do some shucking and jiving, Kamala, Mamala." So the song that they're singing sounds snazzy and it has a good beat and you can dance to it, but it says, "We want to know, Kamala, what did you come here for? We want to know, what do you think of the colony?" It's not a good song. But Kamala doesn't know nothing. And she's just there to play a position. So what does Kamala do? Kamala starts half dancing to the stuff because you know she loves to host the hip hop people around Black History stuff and bend her knees and act like she's dancing. Anyway, let's listen. So her aide right now is leaning over, telling Kamala, "You're clapping to a song that's basically dissing you." So watch, she's going to stop clapping very awkwardly. Wasn't that Wincy? Wasn't that a little cringeworthy?
Look, man, I just want to say I'm thankful.
Oh, and then I love Waka Flocka. So you guys may or may not know I do finance. I do real estate in my real life when I'm not on the YouTube streets. I do a lot of different things. But part of why I got into finance specifically was because of Waka Flocka. You guys, so I had seen this interview he did about 7 years ago, I guess, where he said that he doesn't take any of the money that the record labels give him and spends it. He puts it into insurance and then uses his insurance as collateral to buy properties and stuff and never has to pay out of pocket. And so he's like one of the few rappers who like his stuff is really owned, it's not leased. He's really financially savvy, and using the instruments that he uses is not only a level of protection for his assets, but it also helps him accumulate cash en masse that he gets to use, if he does it the right way, in a tax-free basis. You guys, it's all related to insurance. So let's look at what he's talking about.
Look, man, I just want to say I'm thankful. I just want to thank everybody that popped out yesterday. And I'm an old nigga. I realized that I officially made the old nigga club. I'll be 38 in a couple of days. I just want to thank everybody, from fans to friends to family to loved ones to people that don't know me. God bless you too. But to my little niggas in the streets, man, it's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Trust me. Don't rush. I ain't cross nobody, slime nobody, trick nobody, sign nobody up for nothing they never wanted to do. I never did nothing that could go against my will or my manhood, my character, my family, or my morals, all my integrity. And I just want to say, man, it means way more when you win and you won. You know you earned that shit. No matter what they say, I'm the most solid in this shit. Every nigga famous today, I ain't see him when I came up. Thank you, God. Look, man, I just want to say I'm thankful.
So this got posted right after the P. Diddy just came out. Okay. So P. Diddy video came out last night, and we're not going to be talking about that. That's too heavy. But a lot of men in the rap game have been posting videos, either cussing out Diddy, or encouraging people, or apologizing to Cassie, like Slim Thug. He had to apologize. Some other people apologized to her. So yeah, so I feel like this might have been him acknowledging that he didn't have to do the things that Diddy did to get where he is, and he's thanking God for that. But Waka's a real one, you guys. You should check him out. Even
I just want to say I'm thankful.
Even though, as Corey's pointing out, as much sense as he has, I have no idea why he's in an orange man's butt. But then again, the way that he grows his money, he would want the protection that somebody like 45 offers, that tax bracket. That's all I can say. I don't know that he agrees with the racism and all that stuff, but the money that he's growing, the way that he's growing it, that I told you guys how he's done it, how he impressed me to even get in and check this out. That's enough of a reason to some people to overlook the other stuff that the orange guy does. It's not right or wrong. It's their life, it's their choice. But I vibe with Waka on the stuff I vibe with him on. Not on the orange man's butt, though.
One of the first billionaires, David Rockefeller, used this secret to build the biggest.
Okay, and this goes back to Waka. So what Waka Flocka uses, the way that he structures everything, is the Rockefeller structure. Let's take a listen.
David Rockefeller used this secret to build the biggest network of all time.
Now, all the other atrocities that Rockefeller did, I am not with. The way that he grows generational wealth and maintains a legacy for the Rockefellers to this day, I am really trying to copy and educating on how you can copy it too. So let's take a look.
Rockefeller's massive Rolodex held over 100,000 individual contacts. contacts that he used to grow one of the largest generational fortunes the world's ever seen. And after his death at the age of 101 years old, the Wall Street Journal was able to sneak a peek at the greatest contact list of all time. And what they found was shocking. Rockefeller didn't just keep contact information on his associates. Instead, he used a human psychology hack to make people believe he was an incredibly caring man. Knowing that people love to talk about themselves, Rockefeller would take notes on any meaningful detail from every interaction he had with.
Okay, wait. Actually, this part, I'm sorry, this I forget. There's so many things on my feed. This is more sounding like the Rolodex that's used in Palm Royale, where it's full of the secrets and you know a little bit about somebody and you put it in a Rolodex, and then when you need a favor, then you remind them that you know what they know that you don't want everybody else to know. But the family banking stuff is another video, I believe, in a minute.
Things like the names of their children, the family's health, or the achievements they were most proud of. Then anytime he'd meet these people again, he'd review his notes and use the information to build meaningful relationships that led to lucrative business deals. When he would say things like, "The last time we spoke, your daughter had gotten a soccer scholarship to Brown. How's she doing there?" People's faces would light up and they would let their guards down and think of Rockefeller as a friend instead of just a business contact. Rockefeller said these relationships were never transactional, but transformational. And average business people conduct transactions, but great leaders make transformations.
Isn't that beautiful? So that's a good.
One of the first billionaires, David Rockefeller, used this.
That's good to know in everyday life. It's about creating rapport, right? So any business relationship is the first foundation is rapport. And so you can build good rapport by just paying attention to people, listening and repeating back to them what they already told you. It shows that you have a level of interest in their life and it creates a feeling of security. That's a great lesson I thought people should know.
Secret to build them.
I think your fake eyelashes.
Oh my God. And yesterday, of course, we already got into this. And it was so funny because yesterday on the live, I was just doing some hot topics and I was going to do the IG stories yesterday, but you see there's so many and it ended up 2 minutes on just the hot topics. And so, but when I was doing my hot topics, I had on my paper, I'll show it to you. Look, I was like, I'm going to lead into, look. So on my notes, I had to play Kendrick Lamar, They Not Like Us, as an intro into the Representative Jasmine and the Neanderthal confrontation. And we did yesterday. We played They Not Like Us because I love that song. I love it. I love a good anthem. So I played They Not Like Us, and then we went into the Jasmine thing. By the time I got back to Instagram 2 hours later, there was a whole freaking remix of Butch Built Bleach Blonde Bad Body Bitch remix out to They Not Like Us, you guys. It was hilarious. Anyway, so I was right on time. Everybody was thinking the same thing. This bitch is not like us. She not. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Oh, let me put my tape back
I
up.
think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, that is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl,
We are gonna move and we're gonna take your words down.
I second it.
I think your fake eyelashes are.
So the Neanderthal knuckle drugging, Marjorie Taylor Greene said to the black lady something about her fake eyelashes, and so they were like, "Oh, that's not about your personality. That's about your appearance or something." So it's not wrong that she said that. And AOC got really upset. I haven't seen AOC that freaking activated in a while. She was like, "Girl, baby girl." I was like, "Oh my goodness, let's listen again," because she was activated.
No, that is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby, girl,
We are gonna move and we're gonna take your words down.
I second it.
I think you're fake. I think
That's the physical appearance of another person.
are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh,
Wasn't that hilarious? AOC couldn't even get her words out right. I love it. Oh my gosh. So did you guys know? So part of what I do also with finance is I help people move money to better places. Places where you control your money, places where your money can grow. There's a lot of advantages to moving your money and exploring different ways to leverage and diversify, right? But did you guys know that Marilyn Mosby used the money in her 401k? And it's her money. So, okay, anybody who knows, you have a 401k, right? And your employer is like, oh my God, you get a job, we have benefits, and your employer matches your 401k. And that means that you put the money you earn today and you don't get charged taxes on the money you earn today. And you put it in this account where we play with your money, and it can grow, but it can also get lost. And because we ultimately control it, but then you get taxed on it when you're 59 and a half. Anyway, yeah, I explained it like that on purpose. But Marilyn Mosby, she used the money in her 401k. And there are certain rules to you being able to access your own money in a 401k. Did you know that? Well, Marilyn Mosby had to find out the hard way because 45 is currently on trial for a number of things. And including falsifying documents and fraud and saying that he had more money than he had to secure the loans that he got, and then finding out that he was lying and he can't even make his bond. He can't even make his freaking bond. He turned in a bond, a reduced bond, and the shit bounced, you guys. And nothing's happening to him. They're not even talking about 40 years in prison for that man. This black woman right here, this Moore woman right here, spent her own money out of her 401k. And she's a lawyer, so I'm pretty sure she did it the right way. She's a whole fucking lawyer, okay? Who knew that she would be scrutinized and put under a petri dish with any action she did. I'm pretty sure she knew what she was doing. But somebody found a little loophole in there, and they're like, oh, you used your own money to buy your own house? We're going to put you in motherfucking jail for 40 years. And I don't hear enough of this story. But then again, okay, honestly, I don't watch the news. I get my news from social media and the internet, you guys. I don't watch the regular schmegular news because they trying to tell me that if I say from a river to a sea, it's anti-Semitic. So I don't listen to certain things. Anyway. Watermelon. Anyway, let's listen at this. This is intriguing to me, you guys.
To be in a position where you have thousands of people signing a petition in support of what I'm going through is overwhelming. To have people like Monique and Angela Rye and some of my local supporters who are diehard advocates and understand the injustice of what I'm facing. It's humbling, and I know that it's only God. You know, this has brought me to the lowest point. These systems, they filed an emergency petition to take my law license, something that they've never done even before I was convicted. Sentenced and convicted in the second phase. And when I think about like just all that I've lost as a result of this, even through the storm, I can still feel nothing but gratitude because God is still there to be in a position where you have thousands.
So here, let her still move. But so she's facing up to 40 years in federal prison, 2 counts of perjury. So they're saying that she lied. So all the 45 does is lie. So the president of the United States is above the law. Politicians are above the law. But this woman right here, she's not above the law because they're saying she perjured herself. related to pulling money from her retirement account. And so she has a count of mortgage fraud. You guys, if you have your money in a 401k, get at me. Let me help you not be Marilyn Mosby. Let me help you move your money to someplace where you control where you can spend your money, so they can never come be like, oh, you spent your money on Cracker Jacks, you get 40 years in prison. What the fuck? What the entire fuck? So she can't spend her money in her, I'm gonna take this off for a second. So this lady can't spend her money that she put in her retirement account how she sees fit in America, while simultaneously Genocide Joe is spending her tax dollars to send shit over to Ukraine and the other place without our consent or complicity. He's telling us, fuck you, I'm gonna send your money where I want to send your money. And they're telling her, fuck you, you can only spend your money where we tell you you can spend your money. You guys, if you have a 401k, what is happening to Maryland is writing on the wall of what the fuck they're about to do to you. You're not in control of your money in your 401k. You cannot spend your hard-earned money the way you want to if you are fucking with their 401ks. That's not your money. That's their money that you don't control. You're just adding to it. Thinking it's your money, you're going to get taxed at 59 and a half like it's your motherfucking money, but it's not your money. So let this be a word to the wise. Check the fine print. Did you know that the money in your 401k, you can't even use it to buy a house without facing 40 years in prison for spending your money that you earned the way you want to? If you have a 401k, please don't fall for the okie doke. Please think about it. Does some place that wants you to spend 40 hours a week for 40 years so you can get taxed at 40% really give a fuck about you? Do they? I understand that you're doing it trying to get what you need, but do they really care about you? And that's the first question. And when the answer to that you come up with is no, then that means that you should understand that everything else after that they say is for your benefit probably might not be, at least on level 8. Well, that's how we check in shit. Okay? On level 8, how we check is if it's for your benefit. No, then is all the benefits that say that you get really for your benefit then? No, because if it's not for your benefit, then how can it be beneficial? Please check your 401ks. At the most, only put the money in there that your employer puts in there, but still understand that you're not in control of shit. If they go bankrupt tomorrow, they're taking your 401k and all the little pennies that you spent and put in there that you thought you was going to have at retirement age are going to be flushed down the toilet. Ask those people at that yellow freight place. They got locked out. All their pensions gone. Worked there, drove a truck for 30 years. Drove a fucking truck for 30 years. You know how bad that is on your body? And then the business goes belly up and all your whole pension gone. They don't have to do nothing. They don't even say they're sorry when they're kicking you out and telling you to go on about your way. Because they don't care. The same way Instagram don't care. The same way TikTok don't care. They don't care. You got to care for yourself more. Okay? Don't end up like Marilyn Mosby. Okay? More people need to see this. So they're trying to get President Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, to pardon her ahead of this 40 fucking years for spending her own money. Oh, you guys. I love working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Gotta get those shots. There's no taking and no giving. Woo! Lose your mind. The boss won't seem to let it. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Woo! You guys ever seen 9 to 5? I'm gonna watch that shit today. Rest in peace, Dabney Coleman. Man, that's fucked up. Dabney's dead. You guys, please go try to watch 9 to 5. It's a fantastic movie. Go check it out. It was good. Oh my God. So you guys know 50 Cent is the best internet troll of life. I am here for a good celebrity troller. And 50 Cent has not let his foot off the neck of the other people in the industry who he knows about, like P. Diddy and Jay-Z. So ever since the P. Diddy stuff came up, 50 Cent has been trolling to the point where they even did a diss track on 50 Cent, pretending like these allegations against Diddy weren't gonna be found out. And so 50 Cent said, Jay's in hibernation. He ain't coming outside till this shit with Puff blow over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner. LOL. I'm all you got. I'm outside. And those are some nasty lips. I don't know if I could kiss those lips. I'm not sure why Beyonce would have to kiss these lips. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? They look scratchy. But you know, Jay and P. Diddy have a long history together. Okay? Yes, rest in peace. Comic genius. Let's see, comic genius. Yep. Shout out. He made it to a good, long, nice age, 92. That's beautiful. But yeah, I love a good internet troll. Okay. So, Sankara was assassinated because he refused French authority over Burkina Faso, and Lumumba was assassinated because he wanted to control Congo's minerals. In truth, the West has slain every progressive African leader and other leaders. Let's take a look at this. Like I said, I like looking at things about the revelation of the colonialism and the colonists being kicked the fuck out. Go home. You're not welcome here. Or this is what you did to us. Because this whitewashing of history is so disgusting that I feel like stories like this need to be talked about, pointed out. Like I said, everything on my feed is either something to inspire or provoke thoughts or for a laugh or something. So yeah, and I did not know this Burkina Faso. Corey, you still in the house? Is Burkina Faso the place where Mauricio Umansky took the money from the person and sold the house? Is that the person? Is that the place? I don't know why I think Burkina Faso has something to do with right now. Is that the person? Are you still in the house? You'll tell me. Burkina Faso. Let's look real quick. Mauricio. Let me see. Does Mauricio have anything to do with that? Where was that dictator from? For the house he sold to himself under budget, under price. And now him and Kyle are getting a divorce. Let's see. Okay. Look, I knew you would know. Okay, it was Equatorial Guinea. That's where the dictator was from that had to do that. But Burkina Faso is something, it's been in the news for something else. I think there's unrest going on right now there. Anyway, thank you. Okay. So, but yeah, I did not know that. But that's always, look, even here in America, we get a good leader for more people here in America, and they end up unalived on the freaking steps of the hotel and in the town hall, and get your hand out my pocket, get your hand out my pocket. And then no more Malcolm X, and what's over there? And then no more Martin Luther King, and then what's over there? Yeah, so they do have quite the pattern of doing this. So I thought that needed to be talked about. Let's see what's the next one. Oh, so this is so these guys in Gaza show every day what it's like to be in Gaza.
Thursday by discussing the budget for the chess club graduation and what we're gonna do after we have organized it.
So there are lots of images coming out of Palestine and occupied Palestine and that region over there. And there are still some areas where you're supposed to be able to, be supposedly living. And so these guys made it to that area that still hasn't been shelled a lot. And so this is how they've been living in that area.
We start the day by discussing the budget for the chess club graduation and what we're gonna do. After we have organized everything, we hit the market and start getting the prizes for the children for the chess club final graduation. We put them in a place to distribute them tomorrow to the chess club children, so stay tuned for tomorrow's graduation.
Hey, lightweight, baby.
And we found this innovation while working. The man is using a half bicycle wheel instead of the wheel because there's no electricity. Animal's day was ruined because there was a milk spilt in his bag.
So that's day 33. If you check out that Omar Hirsch show, it's really intriguing. Shout out to them. Sending prayers and blessings their way. Oh, so did you know there was a concentration camp in America, Kaka? And guess where? Mississippi. Let's go see about it.
Concentration camps. People mostly associate the term with Nazi Germany, but historians say it's true. They also existed in America. During the Civil War, authorities in Natchez, Mississippi forced tens of thousands of freed slaves into camps built in what's known as the Devil's Punch Bowl. Jacob Kittlestadt explores this forgotten history this Mystery Monday.
Untouched fruit falls to the ground near the banks of the Mississippi River.
They talk about there's the most beautiful wild peach groves down in the Punch Bowl.
And researcher Paula Westbrook says, like a peach, the area known as the Devil's Punch Bowl has a pit, a mass grave from the 1860s. Historians estimate that in 1 year, up to 20,000 freed slaves died in contraband camps below these bluffs.
When the slaves were released from the plantations during the occupation, they overran Natchez.
You guys listen to the words that she's using. We just looked at Omar's show in Gaza, in occupied Palestine. Listen to the words she's using for what happened here in America to the indigenous freed people of America. She just used the word occupied, the occupation. That's what I'm talking about. This colonization is disgusting and is going on for far too long. Let's listen to this shit.
And the population went from about 10,000 to 120,000 overnight.
So they decided to build an encampment for them at Devil's Punch Bowl, which they walled off and wouldn't let them out.
Don Estes is the former director of the Natchez City Cemetery.
I just put my own tombstone right there. You see Estes?
Learning history, spent his life. He says Union troops ordered recaptured black men to perform hard labor.
Right down, right here.
While women and children were all but left to die in the 3 Punch Bowl prisons.
Disease broke out among them, smallpox being the main one, and thousands died. They were begging to get out, turn me loose and I'll go home back to the plantation, anywhere but there. But they wouldn't let them out.
The Union Army did not allow them to remove the bodies from the camp.
They just gave them shovels and said, bury them where they drop.
And I'd really like to show you more of this terrain, but it's just too thick with greenery. These bluffs are also straight down, so not only is it dangerous to navigate, it's still very mysterious back there.
It's a bed of alligators and snakes. It would take Indiana Jones to get back in there at this point.
Then you come on up washing away bluffs, and it's the Devil's Punch Bowl that has so many people that no one knows how they got killed or when, and they're still down there wasted.
And even to this day, they talk about wild peach trees that come up down there, but no one in Natchez will eat them because they know what the fertilizer was.
Exploring the Unexplained on Mystery Monday, Jacob Kittlestead, WJTV News Channel 12.
And historians say even now people might discover old skeletal remains after flooding on the Mississippi, but being on the Natchez Trace sometimes it's...
Our digital PDF, Black.
You guys, did you know that? Devil's Punch Bowl. So they be telling us never forget about something that happened in Germany, you guys. They tell us never forget what happened in Germany. And they don't even teach what happened in fucking Mississippi. But we're not supposed to forget what happened in Germany. I think we should never forget what happened in motherfucking Mississippi at the Devil's Punch Bowl. How about that? Never forget that. How about it? Okay, let's go on. We only got through like 10 stories so far. We're coming up on an hour. Oh my gosh. So when Real Housewives of Potomac was going off, and the whole colorist thing came up with Giselle and her history of colorism that was passed down to her from her daddy, who had called his what was that lady? Barbara Jordan, the lady who was running against him, who was a brown skinned woman. He would call her Aunt Jemima, and he was very mad that that brown Aunt Jemima looking woman won over him, and she was all kind of Aunt Jemimas. Well, you guys, Aunt Jemima used to be called slave in a box. Let's listen.
Most of us have had Aunt Jemima pancakes, but over 100 years ago, the brand meant something more to white middle-class households. It was advertised to them as their own slave in a box. After slavery was abolished in 1865, many racists had to make their own breakfasts. But one Missouri businessman thought he had the solution, a slave in a box. Based on the minstrel song Aunt Jemima, in the 1920s, the Aunt Jemima breakfast brand was designed to attract middle-class housewives. Aunt Jemima was a mammy character rooted in nostalgia for the plantation culture of the antebellum South. If people couldn't have real slaves anymore, they'd have the next best thing. With the name of the brand established, the company had to make up a character and give it a story. The character was Jemima the slave. She worked on the Higbee plantation in Louisiana and was known all over the South for her cooking skill, especially for her pancakes. In the 1960s and afterwards, the company tried to update this racist logo. But no matter how hard it tried to modernize Aunt Jemima's appearance by removing the headscarf, brightening her complexion, and adding pearl earrings, the offensive stereotype lived on until the name and image were removed from the product in 2021. The history of the Aunt Jemima brand shows how companies dehumanize Black people to promote products and services. We have way too much buying power to allow this to continue. We deserve a future where we are respected rather than caricatured and exploited. We all know schools aren't teaching Black history correctly. That's why Push Black is so important. Will you support Truthful?
So, and I'm a homeschooler, you guys. So that's part of why some of this stuff comes up on my algorithm, because I look for stuff to teach us. I wonder, will I get in trouble for showing old commercials? Well, if I don't say anything while this plays for 2 minutes, then I'll be able to just go back and silence this part of the video and get my monetization back for it. But you guys, I'm a 60s baby, 69, And then I grew up in the 80s. Then we had the best commercials and jingles and freaking at the beginning of shows. Oh my God. So much memories are associated with that. And these commercials right here, I knew all of these fucking commercials, you guys. We don't get great commercials like this anymore. But let's take a look at this.
Where's the beat?
Calgon, take me away!
Zestfully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of course.
Oh my God. So you guys, for any Kendrick heads, Kendrick Lamar has one of his songs. Which one is that? Element? Or in one of the Kendrick Lamar songs, he pulls up, he's like, this is a Grey Poupon. And he pulls up and he's handing the other person in the car their Grey Poupon. It's from this commercial in the 80s, you guys. Did you know that? It just went off.
Let's get Mikey. Yeah.
Mikey'll eat it.
He eats everything.
He likes it.
He likes it.
Hey, Mikey. Shorts.
We wear short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts,
This is your brain.
This is your brain on drugs.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs.
Get the message?
Any questions?
Waking up is Folgers in your cup. And I can't get up. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. When it crunches, I love Nestle Crunch. It does the body good.
That ought to be good.
Great.
How do you spell relief? I spell relief ROLAIDS.
Fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. You guys, can we just talk for a minute about how disgusting bobbing for apples used to be? And we would just wait in line to stick our head in a pail that had all the other head, face, booger, slobber water of the person that just went ahead of you. You guys, they never rechanged the water. That wasn't new water I was bobbing my head in, putting my head all the way down to the bottom of the thing to get that apple and come up. You guys.
A little closer, don't be shy, get a little closer, without an extra drop. Clap on. Juicy fruit is gonna move ya. It's just a song.
It gets right through ya.
Juicy fruit, the taste is
Gonna move ya.
Where's the beat?
Calgon, take me away!
Zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Pardon me, would you have any Grey Poupon? But of course.
So those were some of the commercials I grew up on. Those were funny, huh? Oh my God, you guys. Is this blackface? Is Balenciaga messing with us some more? Didn't Balenciaga just get in trouble last year for having the BDSM stuff all over the thing, putting those subliminal messages in all of their stuff, and they had to say they were sorry, right? And then didn't Balenciaga, was it Balenciaga that had the, or was it Gucci that had those big lip thing and they had to rethink their pattern? But now I'm like, look, this is just a form of blackface. This is a form of blackface to me. This is a $6,000 infinity face shield that basically makes you look freaking like you have a blackhead. Look at this. $6,000. Balenciaga and Mercedes-AMG have teamed up to introduce the Infinity Face Shield. The collaboration merges high fashion with automotive luxury, resulting in a unique piece that reflects the innovative spirit of both brands. The face shield is designed with premium materials and advanced technology, making it stand out for collectors and enthusiasts. But I just don't know What technology? Like, what does it do? Does it not fog up while you're walking in there? Does it still let you, like, what does it do? What do you mean, collectors and enthusiasts? Who is collecting these type of face masks, and for what? He looks like Slender Man. My kids used to have this thing about the Slender Man, and it was very scary, you guys. And why is he carrying a 6? Why are his pants so tight? What is going on? $6,000, and it doesn't even protect your head. Like, what is this? What technology? Is this an Oculus? I'm not sure. But what's the purpose of wearing this unless you literally only want black face? It doesn't even cover your neck. It doesn't cover your whole head. It's not like a helmet. What does it do? It makes your face black. That's what it does. I'm calling blackface. I am. What's the purpose of it? As the people are like, why is this demonic brand still relevant? Other people kind of like it, but nobody's paying $6,000 for it in these things. They're like, give Kanye his royalties. Yeah, I did put in here, is this blackface? I just thought that was weird. Oh, so remember Slim Thug, when Cassie, back in November, whenever it was, hit Diddy with that suit, and then it got settled in one day, and people like Slim Thug hopped on the thing talking about it was a money grab, leaves P. Diddy alone, and other people, other freaking knuckle dragging, toxic masculinity ball havers were saying the same type of bullshit. And so I was glad to see Slim Thug be man enough to eat his words. Okay? Because this is the video. Slim Thug had said on here, damn Diddy, I tried to ride with you as a black man who had no charges yet, but I can't stand behind this. I'll take this L, but I still will ride with my people until I see some sort of proof. I don't believe in blogs or civil suits. Apologies to Cassie and whoever else was on the right side this time. That's what he said in his comments under the picture.
Maybe she didn't want to get the police involved. Isn't that what you represent? All right. She got her bag, so everything good. But I'm just saying, that didn't sound like no abuser victim to me. It sounded like I needed that bag. And she got it, and everything good now. She fixed, everybody happy now, right?
Hi, Mamair!
Let me see. I'm gonna read what you had to say. I really don't want to talk to you. You ain't got no face. Do you know how much strength it takes to survive, live through abuse? You know how powerful it is. Money, power, change. I don't know. None of that. I don't know. I've never been a victim of abuse, but I do know that it is scammers out here that just try to grab money from people. That's what I'm speaking on. Okay, all the people who really was abused and how your life was as a victim was hard. I have sympathy. Now you should call the police and shouldn't wait. If you shouldn't be just sitting around. You shouldn't be trying to sue them up. You should just get the abuser locked up so it don't happen to nobody else. All the people who really was abused and coming back and getting Bill Cosby, coming back and getting puffed. I don't believe in that, man. When you go down, speak on that right then, or it's out of it. It should be null and void. You shouldn't even have no type of nothing. You shouldn't be able to do shit unless you must let the people know what happened immediately. There should be a time limit on this shit. What happened was you got around them up, stand up on love. This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what always happened, right? You was But a billionaire with all this bread all this time, and then you went followed your heart with a trainer. That motherfucker apartment got smiled in the lifestyle fell off. Now it's struggle time. The love wearing out, but now you trying to come up with ways to figure out how to get paid. Like coming back and getting Bill Cosby.
You guys, isn't he disgusting? That is so Neanderthal, knuckle dragging, caveman much. Dude, I mean, he sounds like a fossil at this point. All this shit talking he's doing, I don't feel that typing this little thing right here is enough for all the shit talking he did. He needs to go live and do as much talking about this now that he's been found out to be wrong as he did when he was shaming that lady along with everybody else. Does he have a daughter? Hey, but this right here doesn't cut it. Slim Thug, you're a thug. Get your shit together. Okay. What's a GIMP, Mamere? Let's see, what was that? So I'm from Oakland, you guys, and this was, they did this like movement. It's a red carpet movement where they're going around and just asking regular Black men to like do like, I think it's like a performative, and they doing like poetry. But this right here is right around the corner from where the last time I saw my dad. This Fox Theater is famous in downtown Oakland. He lived right around the corner from that, like 2 blocks from that. So this is 19th. He lived on 21st. And so that's part of why I'm posting it. And the other part is because it's beautiful.
I don't know much, but I do know what love is. I know emptiness. I know what it feels like to be trapped. I know what it means to be free. I know some of the world's most beautiful songs are ones that have never been sung. I know what it's like to stand on the edge of a cliff with fully functional wings, but clipped confidence, scared that the impact of crashing into that glass ceiling will somehow hurt more than falling to the floor. And I know, Lord knows, I need to jump. I know that we as men will blatantly lie to a woman's face just to protect their feelings. And I know that men aren't the only ones who can be scandalous. I know that God believes in far more than second chances. I've been to church with the devil sitting on my shoulders. And I swear to God, it was so hard to stand up when they prayed. What I'm trying to say is I know pressure. I know the weight of the world rests on my tongue. Maybe that's why I'm so misunderstood. I know I've learned from some of my mistakes, and I know I have plenty more to make. I don't know much, but I do know I've lived long enough to know that I don't know anything. I know they don't like my skin. I know what it's like to experience hate only to pray, forgive, and experience again the very next day. I know you better keep your hands on that steering wheel until he asks for your ID. And I know if he lets you go, you better drop down to your knees.
So, yeah, I really like that. Wasn't that beautiful, you guys? What Black men know. This is also Oakland.
I'm a refurbished dig.
This is also Oakland. This is Lake Merritt. This is where I met my husband. This is where I did my live from the other day. Some of you guys caught it. We were live at Lake Merritt. This is my old stomps. Love this. Is this 1200 Lakeshore? I think this building right here. Yeah, so this is my stomp. So this is another poem by somebody else. Let's take a listen.
So puzzle. Patiently piecing pieces apprenticed with precision while pursuing perfection I know I'll never reach. I've never been a teacher's pet, yet somehow become my father's stray. I'm a rabid dog without a muzzle, looking for someone to trespass on my soul's front lawn as I renovate the inside. See, I decided to have a yard sale the other day. Yeah, I'm giving away all unwanted memories, baggage included. See, I've grown and these shoes just ain't my size no more. And plus, I'm done yelling at all the skeletons in my closet, so all of these motherfuckers have gotta go. Oh, yo, I'm sneaky. Poison diluted. See, these words kill slow. And what happens when you meddle with metaphors inside of a crock pot, see, these words cook slow. Just know if you're patient enough, they will fill you up. After all, I am a poet, right? More like a foul mouth with fresh breath. The man you can eat with but never eat off. I'm a savage. Trained to eat all the meat off the bone, which really was a lesson taught, but not necessarily learned. But oh, how the tables turn when you no longer have a full plate in front of you. You can't erase the hunger pains that have been etched into your flesh, partly in Sharpie. So pardon me if I want to part ways with the parts of me that aren't permanent. I'm what gradual success looks like as you earn this shit. I'm what is to come when a black man learns how to handle and swallow a gun, the silence in between the click and the clack, learning how to master this 357 magnum of a tongue that doesn't know how to chill, but ironically is known for having a mean kickback, but nobody is invited to my party. I'm a refurbished jigsaw puzzle, patiently piecing pieces apprenticed with precision while pursuing perfection I know I'll never reach. I've never been a teacher.
Wasn't that incredible? Let me make sure I followed him because
I'm a refurbished jigsaw
I like
puzzle.
it.
Patiently piecing.
Okay. So let's move on. Oh, another one. So he was on a mission. He's in, I don't know when this happened in Oakland that I didn't get to see it. There was, I guess it was about 3 months ago now. Somebody was going around to major cities, getting the black men in those cities of all ages to get together at some place and dress to the nines. And so these people were in those pictures. So this is a whole other something that was going on that day.
It's the love you have for your mother regardless of her flaws, and it's dealing with your daddy issues so your son doesn't have to. Being a black man in America is a gift, a blessing. A blessing God chose for me to receive because he believes I can handle it. It's also a gamble. It's knowing every time you step outside, the world is a poker table, and whether you like it or not, your chips are all in. It is the grin you put on your face every time you feel pain, just to let the world know that they will not break you. Right after dropping down to your knees, praying to God, asking him to heal you, because the pressure has gotten way too real, so you pop a couple of pills, but it still doesn't kill you. But what will is something as simple as going to the corner store without your pistol that's tucked under your mother's floorboard. Or what will is not detaching yourself from your best friend's dangerous lifestyle because your loyalty won't let you. Because you know, had he not been around when that incident went down, you may not be here right now. Being a black man in America is pretty proud knowing I could have easily been Mike Brown. Hands up in the air, screaming, "Don't shoot." 6 bullets in your body, face down on the ground. It's to spend your days constantly trying to find ways to get in a fair swing at this game without having to umpire you out before you even step to the plate. It's the love you have for your mother.
He's a powerful freaking poet. He's Prentice Powell, 1906. Oh, so remember when the Met thing happened and everybody was like, these people paid $75,000 and Gaza's happening. They're disgusting. They're not speaking out. Let's block all of them. Well, this lady's taking it a step further.
Anybody out there busy blocking celeb?
And I would love to know, did any Curvies block anybody? I blocked a couple of people. I was like, oh, I could just block these motherfuckers. So I blocked a lot of people that I'm just like, before this, I even was like, they are irrelevant. They're non-motherfucking factors in my life. And so I went through and blocked a lot of people after this. And this lady is saying there's something else you can do that will even take it a step further. So let's listen on how we can thwart evil.
Tease, I have a message for you. Unless you're doing this, you're doing it wrong. Go to your settings, go to content preferences. Type in the names of the celebrities or their businesses that you do not want to see on your For You page or your following. You can only select one keyword at a time, so make sure you save after each word you enter. By doing this, you'll not only stop seeing their businesses specifically, but you'll also stop seeing content creators who choose to still support said businesses. Less ads, less sales, less revenue. Stop leaving hate in the comments. Stop tagging them. Why? When you comment in support or in hate, you increase their engagement. Engagement tells the algorithm that their content is worth viewing. Their content gets pushed to more viewers. More views is more revenue. All publicity is good publicity. You want to really hurt them? Don't talk about them at all. Take your power back.
And that's my kind of lady. Take your power back. Don't talk about them at all. Go to your freaking content and make them a blocked word. So like you could put Kardashian and make it blocked. You could put Brady and make it blocked. You could put Trump and make it blocked. You could put whatever word you want and block it. Isn't that great? So I hope you took notes.
This is the type of white I want to be.
Oh, and then I post funny stuff. This guy is like, I want to be this kind of white. I want to have a boat. I want to do this. Let's see.
I'm flying around this motherfucker selling cocaine. I'm the white.
He's stupid. Oh my God. Did you know? So there have been a lot of Jennifer Lopez things happening lately. Allegedly, her and Ben are headed to divorce central. You know, that seems to be her second favorite place to be, is either getting married or getting divorced. So, but you know, she can't sing, right? They like made her a singer. And I think her hanging out with Diddy made her a singer even more. So I don't know. She was there the night the lady got powed in the face and she didn't say nothing. So look, did she not say something because she sounds like this and she knows she sounds like this? Listen, this is Jennifer Lopez.
I'd always dream. Ah! Whoa, I'm sorry everybody. That hurt me too. I'd always dream that fine. Sorry. That sounded so fucking crazy. I'd always dream that. Okay, play here. Corey, give me the note. Corey. Okay. No, that's not it. Okay, baby. I'd always dream that fine. I'm still going off on always, right? I'd always. Do it again. I'd always dream. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Give me. I'd always dream that find the perfect lover, but he turned out to be like every other man I've loved.
You guys, so Tommy Mottola is the one that made her think she could sing or tried to force her down our throats, huh? Okay, now what was this? Okay. So, yes, it sounds like a long-tailed cat in a room of rocking chairs. It did. Wasn't that horrible? No way. What's good, Ed? Hello, happy Saturday. That's hilarious. So this is about Candace Owens chimed in on what happened to Diddy yesterday. And everybody was saying, how is that tape existing that he paid people off and this man isn't in jail yet? And Candace Owens said he's not in jail because he's a Fed CIA asset. Kanye tried to tell everyone. And then they posted this from when Kanye West released this before. Remember that allegedly Puff was like, as soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me your address. And Kanye was like, nigga, fuck you. You a Fed. And never went and met him. And he tried to tell us. Okay. I think like Kanye might have been on some Cat Williams stuff before Cat. Okay.
Come on, everybody, learn.
Okay. Now this, we just have to watch because Asset, I don't know. Maybe he goes and gets the people's secrets while they're at the parties, and then he takes it back to the people that need to know, so that when the plane lands in the other country or the other place where they know to go get that guy because he has a pow and he wasn't supposed to be flying with it or something. I don't know. An asset. I don't know unless it's an asset for ass. I'm not sure. But let's look at this. This was just hilarious to me, you guys. 85, okay? This is the kind of stuff.
Come on, everybody, learn the moves. Step right up, do the good body groove.
Come on, everybody, take the chance. Get up and do the good body dance.
Boom, put your boom, 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 put your boom, boom, boom.
Boom, chicka, boom, boom, yeah, boom, chicka, boom.
Meet the challenge in your own special way. Build your body every day. Yeah.
I tell you, the 80s was great, y'all. The 80s was great.
Come on, everybody.
Toni Morrison said, in this country, American means white.
Oh, this was really intriguing to me because after he makes this statement, you'll get it too, because I had never really thought of it like this, right? Yes, PBS. Yes. They would let anybody on there. Okay. But let's look at this because I'm like, they have a point in there.
Toni Morrison said, in this country, American means white. Everyone else has to hyphenate. Here's a study from 2005 that actually agrees with her. Researchers found that when people picture an American, they typically picture a white American. Black, brown, indigenous, and other people of color just don't come to mind as quickly. This isn't just about what goes on in our heads. This is etched into history. Black people weren't even considered fully human until the 1860s. It took until the 1960s to get the full nod as American citizens. Throw in a bunch of exclusion acts and hyphenated identities like African American, Mexican American, and Japanese American, and you've got yourself a pattern. So here's the million-dollar question. Has America ever really meant everyone? Scratch that. The real question is, will it ever? Because from where I'm standing, it seems like we got a long way to go to make that a reality.
Had you guys ever thought of it like that before? I never did.
Toni Morrison
I've
said,
been living in
this
America,
country,
I've been living in America, for all these years as a freaking hyphen. I'm a double hyphen because I'm married and my name is hyphened for that. And I'm a hyphened person too. I should just get to say that I'm freaking American. I should. But no, they want to act like you need a freaking hyphen. Isn't that interesting? I had not thought of it like that. Oh my gosh. Love Celia Cruz. And she was an activist with her music. Did you guys know that? And her song, Bemba Colora, was actually an activism song. Okay, so this song, Bemba Colora, Celia Cruz is a whole mood, we know. Like many genres of Caribbean music, rumba, salsa, coming from Cuba, is rooted in social and political activism. Whilst the rhythms created spells to make us move our bodies, the lyrics often hidden messages for only those in the know, and they gave voice to the voiceless. In accordance of the study of this song, Bemba Colora references the issues surrounding racism, The title, meaning red mouth, represents being of African descent and the significance of the voiceless in society. Wasn't that beautiful? Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. What's she saying? As a half indigenous person, I did. Look, of course you did, right? Only the colonizer gets to be a true American. Really? Look, look. I got some drops in me of the indigenous, and nobody got to tell me that part. But look, that was profound, wasn't it? Yes, her song was about the suffering Afro-Cubanos treated in the same. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. She faced colorism in her own family. Wow. Yeah. Let's listen a little. So I love her. Oh my gosh. You guys. Now, we already talked about what happened with Representative Jasmine and the Neanderthal Marjorie Taylor Greene. And that was just words. And people are like, oh my God, that was so unprofessional. And that's horrible. And the words, oh my gosh, the decorum. Look, we are not in Taiwan where this is how the politicians get down. You guys, we don't do that over here. It might be required. I don't know. Isn't that crazy? And that's not the only time I've seen other countries get down physically and fight in their parliaments. That's crazy. Oh, here's the song. Here's the song.
Order.
This is the remix that I found after we looked at yesterday.
Mr. Chair, point of order. It's me.
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built bush body, bleach blonde, bad built bush body, that bleach blonde, bad built bush body, that when 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 bleach blonde, bad built bush body, bush body, bush body, that when bleach blonde, bush body, that when bush body, bush body, bush body, that when bleach blonde, bad built bush body, that when
Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body, bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body, bush body, bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. That was bush body. That was bush body.
Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. Bush body, bush body, bush body, bush body, bush body, bush body. Bleach blonde, bad built bush.
You guys.
For 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Is it wrong Is it wrong that I play that song at least twice a day?
Miss Green.
Is it?
4 minutes and 21 seconds.
I don't think so. I don't think it's wrong, and neither do my kids. Now that song I can't play. This song I can't play. But you need to check this out. Who doesn't know that song, right? That used to be the lick back in the day. Excuse me. But yeah, I groove to They Not Like Us. Wait, I did it too much.
Best 2 teams in the world.
Okay, so you guys know Sha'Carri Richardson is over there
USA and Jamaica.
doing her thing. Let's watch.
There's the gun. Madison for the U.S. Fraser Price for Jamaica. Madison off to a good start. Fraser Price. Here comes the first baton exchange. There's the exchange. Allison Felix now running for the U.S. The U.S. has the lead. The U.S. has the lead going into this third leg. Jamaica trying to close. Bianca Knight runs the third leg. Here's Veronica Campbell Brown for Jamaica. Anchor leg approaches. Carmelita Jeter for the U.S. Sharon Stewart for Jamaica. U.S. has the lead. Carmelita Jeter has the lead. Sharon Stewart for Jamaica second. Here they come to the line. And the U.S. will win it in a new world record. 40.82. Wow, that record has been there, Tom, since 1985.
Wow. Wasn't that awesome? They broke a record that had been there since 1980 freaking 5. Love it.
Best 2 teams in the world.
Okay. If you don't know about PM Dawn, you need to go get at this song. Set Adrift on a Memory Bliss is a certified banger. This was the freaking bomb. No way, you used to run the anchor leg, Corey? Go ahead, girl. But we can't listen to any more of it. Don't own the rights to that.
Death Becomes Her had an ending that we...
Oh my God, I used to love Goldie Hawn. When I lived in LA, I used to see Goldie Hawn and who's her husband? Kurt Russell, is that her husband? On Santa Monica Beach all the time. I met Rob Lowe, Chad Lowe, freaking all the Lowe's used to be on the beach. It was so easy to see somebody that was famous back in the day in LA. Anyway, so Goldie Hawn was always so awesome to me. Like, I just liked how funny she was. Even on that show Laugh-In, I used to like her. And so the movie Death Becomes Her played Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn, remember? And it had Bruce Willis. And the ladies wanted to be young forever. It was a sign of what was to come, right? And so they've had this potion that they got from the lady. What was that lady? Damn. And she was the Lancome Paris lady. Damn, I follow her on Instagram too. Anyway, so they went and got that special serum from the lady, remember? And she said, be careful. The thing will keep you alive. And they got to the point where they were like patching each other up and spray painting each other. It was hilarious. So as it turned out, there was a whole other ending to the movie that Goldie Hawn was telling the people about. And this is 2 minutes,
had
but
an ending that we went to Vitsnow for. Vitsnow is in Switzerland. I think it was a much more interesting ending. But because it didn't test as well, there was another ending that was put on, rewritten, and we actually reshot it, which nowadays everybody reshoots their ending, so it's no big secret. Help me! My legs aren't working! Help me!
yes!
It was much more poignant.
Isabella Rossellini. Now that's one of the ladies. I appreciate her. And actually Annette Bening also refused to get any work. They refuse to get any freaking work done. They're not doing no fillers, no nothing. And I appreciate that. And who else is doing that? Andy McDowell, is she doing that too? Yeah. And Gina Davis too, I think, are all trying to but actually, Isabella, saw her the other day. She's aging very nice. But yeah, Death Becomes Her. This is how it ended. But she was saying that there was another ending where Goldie Hawn's character ended up getting that it was never about just looking great. So I thought that was cute. I like the ending that it had. I could see why the other one didn't test well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love Sunday, Monday. I love that song. So of course, and I love Double Dutch. So I love that they put the two together, but I'm gonna mute this because I don't own the music. Just remember this song while they're jumping. Everybody keeps the beat. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. When I think about my feelings can't explain why after all this time my heart still feels pain when I look at you. Memories, love. I sound better than J-Lo. Please say I sound better than J-Lo. Look, I love Double Dutching is freaking amazing to me. I love it. Look at us. Look. Hold him. You gotta hold him. That's right. I be having to hold mine too, girl. Go, girl. Look, she got in on it. Hold him. Look at all of them. Hold him. The people who know how to hold him, you gotta hold him. I love it. Wasn't that awesome? I love it. Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis is another one too, who is just like, you know what? Fuck that. I look good when I was young. I still look good when I'm old. A little wrinkle here or there only shows that I lived a nice life. At least I'm here to have wrinkles. Oh, thank you. Oh, and I posted this because Mercedes Javid, she was on Traders with our girl Phaedra, and I hope Phaedra wins. She's up against Ariana Grande for the most something of a reality star. And you know, usually if we're up against a blonde blue, the blonde might happen. But I feel like Phaedra's freaking personality can win out over any blue-eyed anything. So hopefully she'll win that category. But Mercedes Javid's husband, I'm not sure what he has to do with schools or whatever, but he said that if you are in first, second, or third grade and you're have a classroom, you're a teacher, he is gifting 50 kids some stuff for their classes, and I thought that was cool. Let's see.
If you have a classroom that needs books, let me know. Kindergarten, first, second, third grade. 40 kids. Well, actually, I could probably do 2 classrooms. So 2 classrooms in that age group, 50 kids or less combined, give or take. If there's a little more, I'll take care of the rest. But I got books for you guys, so if you need them, DM me the school, the teacher's name, the amount of students, the address, or where they're located, and I'll send them books ASAP. I appreciate everybody who keeps donating books or keeps sending them in so that I can send them out. Can't do it without you guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks. All the best. 5's up.
Wasn't that cool? And with all the people looking at what stars aren't doing these days, I thought it was cute that he's doing. Not everybody has to be doing something for wars. I mean, illiteracy is a war too. So I love seeing people help and give back. So I thought that was cool that he's taking time out to like just find people to give these books to. Yvette Nicole Brown does this on X. She matches the teacher with, oh, awesome. I don't know who Yvette Nicole Brown is though. I might know the person, but not the name. She sounds familiar. Oh, Gen Z is broke. And this was explaining why. Let's see.
The most powerful banker in the world just died, and when you study his family, it becomes clear why people can't afford homes and college. The story goes back to the 1700s and a banker named Mayer Rothschild, and he made an amazing discovery that there was more wealth lending money to governments than individual people. And to stay with me, because this will explain why Gen Z can't afford anything. Rothschild would have 5 sons who he would send to 5 different countries across Europe to start central banks: Germany, Austria, England, Italy, and France. And by the early 1800s, the Rothschild family was funding both sides of the Napoleonic Wars, which was the real World War I. And funding both sides of wars would become part of the business model. Well, Napoleon would be defeated at the Battle of Waterloo, and the Rothschilds had gotten the news before everyone else. They knew that England won the war. Well, they start selling off all their English war bonds, and they make sure everyone could see them do it. And when everyone saw the Rothschilds selling their bonds, they started to sell theirs. They assumed that the Rothschilds had information that England was going to lose the war. And when everyone started selling their war bonds, the Rothschilds bought them back for pennies on the dollar. And later that week, when everyone else found that England won the war, the Rothschilds basically owned the country. And as Nathan Rothschild said, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." The business model had become to get governments and people into debt. And when the Rothschilds saw a young America, they saw opportunity. And in 1816, they found their way into American central banking with the Second Bank of the United States. And your money would be worth even less today if Andrew Jackson hadn't come along and saved the country. He started what are known as the bank wars. He balanced the budget, paid off America's debt, and ended the charter of the Second Bank of the United States. And although an assassin was sent after Jackson, he would miss both shots, and Jackson would proceed to beat him with a cane. That's why Jackson is on the $20 bill. They're mocking him, and they're mocking you and me. But 77 years later, the Rothschilds would take control of the American banking system with the passage of the Federal Reserve Act. That's what this book is about. It gave a small group of powerful bankers a monopoly over the printing of the American dollar. And for every dollar they print, they're paid back at interest. This is why the 16th Amendment was passed that same year, 1913. It established the federal income tax for the first time in American history. When they print this money, they get paid back at interest with our tax dollars. And there has been a federal income tax for the first 137 years that America was a country. And these taxes go to paying back the bankers at interest, not the roads and the military like everyone thinks. It's usury, debt, interest. It's how you steal the wealth from the middle class of a nation. And they love the wars because they're getting paid back at interest. But every time they print that money, they're stealing from the future. It means your money is going to be worth less. It's why they had Lyndon B. Johnson push the Great Society, which made mortgages and college loans available to everyone, which was great for the boomers. But every time they took out those loans, it meant the price of housing and college would go up, up, up. So now no one could afford housing, no one could afford college without going into debt. The business model has always been to use usury to steal the wealth of nations, to control governments, and to control people. Pick out my private homeschool community, the courses I teach, and my books.
So, like I said, I homeschool, so I end up in some of these algorithms, but that was intriguing. And you're right, Corey. The first case of insider trading, a lot of this is a fugazi. We need to find out so okay, if that was happening, then what instruments was he using so that he didn't get caught up in what he was catching everybody else up in? That's where I can help you. Okay. What's this next one? Oh my God, this was hilarious to me. This is how I feel sometimes. Look, POV, you repeated yourself one too many, and now you simply just don't engage. I had this look on my face yesterday when I was dealing with one of my sons yesterday. I had told him something 28,000 times, and I realized that I was in the middle of my 28,001st time saying some stuff, and I got this exact demeanor. The exact demeanor. I was like, you just need to be quiet, Larja. And I found anything else to do. It was hilarious. Hilarious. What you do from here on out, I am no longer I just thought that was spot on. Let's see what else is in here. We're not even halfway, you guys. Oh, so this was just looking at what ATMs used to look like in the 1960s. It was you went into the bank.
With computer-age techniques. At a new branch, customers can use a closed-circuit auto bank kiosk for small transactions. By means of a two-way TV and sound link, the business of withdrawing money is faster and safer. While the customer makes out his check, the cashier, who is located on another floor level, gets the money ready. The completed check is put into a pneumatic tube carrier and whisked up to where the money is for scrutiny. As a security precaution, the cashier's TV set is kept on at all times. The security angle of TV banking appeals to staff, cutting out the opportunity for a hold-up. The customer also gets what he wants, efficiently.
Wasn't that cute? Oh, how we've evolved in so many things and yet regressed in so many more. I love Robin Williams. You know, I'm always saying I'm from Northern California. He's from Northern California. I'm silly as heck. He was silly as heck. I think it might be something in the water. And yeah, but let's look at this post because I agree with Robin Williams. He said politicians should wear sponsor jackets like NASCAR drivers. They should wear sponsor jackets like NASCAR drivers. Then we know who owns them. Isn't that powerful, you guys? I mean, if everybody's jacket at the place says APAC, then you know that you're not really getting the diversity that you think, right? Or if all the money that they were sponsored by is oil, big oil or something. You know what I mean? I appreciated that. Oh, this guy. This is beautiful. Listen to this.
Love, man, how important is showing love to you? LOVE. Living on vibrational energy. Woo. Meaning, when one person's vibration finds its vibrational match, that's when you experience this euphoria called love. It's an energy that starts on the inside before it comes out. Go within or go without. Underneath these spaceships that we are now in, yes, sir, we are nothing but spirit, vibration, light. When your light finds its illuminated match, y'all come together and y'all become even a brighter star. That's the love. Living on a vibrational energy. Go find your love.
Shout out to Oakland. This again is in Oakland. This is right by Grand Lake Theater. This is on Lakeshore. That brother has been out there for a long time doing his art. Isn't that beautiful?
Love, man? How important is showing love?
It's all vibrations, you guys. Oh my God. You guys. How much is gas where you live? Really? Well, listen at this.
Trying the brand new Kendall Jenner Air One smoothie, and you will not believe how much it costs. Just came out this morning. They haven't even posted about it yet. I just happened to be there and see the sign, but it's a peaches and cream smoothie. It has obviously peaches in it, I think kombucha, and their famous coconut cream. It also has little fresh chunks of peach in the top. I'm gonna tell you the price, and you might want to sit down for this. It was $23. That's a new fucking record. I don't think any of them have been that much before. Let's give it a try for $23. This better be good. I'm gonna mix it up a little because I can see there's a lot of syrup at the bottom. Let's see. It's dipping peach sorbet ice cream. Surprisingly very syrupy, obviously peach too, but the first instant taste that I got was maple syrup, but not in a bad way. That's probably what's at the bottom, so I'm gonna try to mix it up even more. They always look so pretty when you mix it up, with the coconut cream. Okay, now that I've mixed it up more, it's seriously actually maybe my favorite Air One smoothie I've ever had. It's not too sweet, but definitely pretty sweet. Maybe even better than the Hailey Bieber smoothie. Definitely not going to say it's worth $23 because I don't really think you could put anything in a smoothie that would justify it being $23, but is it really good? Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite? Have you had the Kylie Jenner? I've never even heard of this place. They don't have one up here in my neck of the woods, but I won't be spending $23 on any liquids that I'm going to be putting into my body to urinate out. No, it's not going to be something I do. Not right now, anyway. So then this is a post about 50 cents.
Gonna talk about how 50 Cent just brought Black Wall Street to life in real life in Shreveport. Not only do we got the studio, but he just bought up half of downtown. He just built an empire that fast. There's nobody talking about that. I'm blown the fuck away. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, yeah. You about to rebuild that whole area. There's about to be a new hub. That's powerful. That's an empowering story from hip hop. Like, man, that's what you can do with music. You can go to that level.
Wow. That was amazing. Usually I already know what I'm going to say because I'm like, I already know the song. Right? This is different. This feels great, man. It's really exciting for me. Like,
that's interesting. And so do all the stars get paid for the drinks after them? Because he mentioned the Halle Bieber. So does Halle get paid off the drinks too? Or just Kylie wanted her dimes? That's interesting. I'm going to have to research that brand.
To Shreveport, it's more than just a business decision. It's a commitment to fostering talent, to creating opportunities, and to investing in the community itself to build what I would need to be able to execute what I got going with G Unit Studios. It's going to create a lot of jobs.
He's getting his Tyler Perry on, you guys.
Through the expansion of G Unit in Shreveport, my aim is to embody the spirit of conscious capitalism, to focus on creating jobs, stimulate commerce, and contributing to economic growth for this vibrant community. Our vision to make Shreveport a beacon of the entertainment industry, a place where creativity meets opportunity, where talent meets mentorship, and where amazing stories come to life that resonate globally.
Isn't that awesome, you guys? So shout out. Sounds like he's getting his Tyler Perry on. This guy was saying, oh, this is Delbert Blair. We started with Delbert Blair, and he was talking about the melanin and the effects from the sun and stuff. He had a lot to say, and I think this was prolific.
A person you're going to dominate. That's a no-no. You train them. So we're trained to hold jobs. We're trained to be taught a certain way. We're not trained so that you can begin to create. And yet, blacks create everything you can think of. You go back through the list of inventions by a black, almost everything you find out there was invented by a black person. Never educate a person you're going to dominate.
You know,
that's a no-no.
What's interesting about this is that he's right. There were inventions by black people in slave time that couldn't even fucking read. And we're currently using that invention in 2024. How powerful is that? I love us. Let's keep it moving. Another Marilyn Mosby. Move your money, you guys, out of those 401ks before you get in trouble for using your own money.
Understanding and recognizing.
The word Israel is not a Jewish word, okay?
Okay.
The word Israel is a
So this guy is interesting. I get a lot of his stuff. I'm not sure. I'm just open to some ideas. Let's see what he says.
The word Israel is not a Jewish word, okay? The word Israel is a combination of three Egyptian gods. The first one is Isis, which is the virgin spirit. The second one is Ra, which is the male. This is feminine, which is the male mind. Okay? When the spirit
and the mind are in unison together, Isra, they produce the god El, which means the power within. Okay? That's why the word angel and all of the angels are named Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, and all that, because it's talking about an impulse within you. So it has nothing to do with a nationality or a country. I mean, the word Israel is not a Jewish word.
Oh, cute. Oh, Halle Berry gave all hers to Karen. Oh, cute. Nice. I like it. That's a good little side hustle. So this I posted because this black all girl high school has 100% graduation rate and 100% acceptance rate to college. And let me see, but it's done a little different.
At St. Mary's, half the students get scholarships subsidized by fundraising to defray the $8,000 a year tuition. Here, there's no test to get in, but expectations are high and rules are strict. No cell phones, modest.
Well, I like that. I'm going to click faster. I only have 15 more minutes. Oh, did you know that the prisons are getting sued right now because they have to, it's this whole scam where there's a pay to stay law makes the inmates rack up debt that they're then responsible to pay before they get out of jail, which makes them stay in jail longer. You guys.
I work 12-hour shifts, so they're 7 to 7. Hoffman is part of TGH Crystal River's clinical staff. The healthcare field has always been, of great interest to me. She's worked to get to where she's at, but once more, she's on track to earn her bachelor's degree this year. My desirable goal is to work in case management. As somebody who is in recovery, doing case management is my way of being a part of the solution. And now, where I'm at today, I am truly being stopped by one single barrier, and it is a dollar sign.
The state of Florida had what is called an exemption from disqualification, and they told me that you are not eligible because you owe over $127,000 for an incarceration fee from the state of Florida.
I work 12-hour shifts, so they're 7 to 7. Hoffman is part of TGH.
You guys, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I don't think that should be allowed because you're supposed to go to jail and repay your debt to society, not rack up more fucking debt. I don't agree with that. But leave it to America, caca. Now, I'm not sure how this even happened, but I don't know why that cow was mad at these little girls. But all I know is that there have been reports of animals everywhere going crazy. The whales are capsizing boats. Sharks are waiting for people to get in the water. Elephants are ramming safari vehicles. All kind of stuff is happening. I don't know if anybody else watched Zoo, but I did watch Zoo, and I've been waiting for this. That's all I can say, is I've been waiting for the animals to do exactly what they did in Zoo, which is rise up against the people. And hey, it looks like it's pretty much happening. Art is imitating life. Life is imitating art. Let's look one more time. I don't know why the cow is after the people. You guys, how did that even ever happen, right? Now let's take a minute. Look, how $800,000 a month. Wow. I need to hurry up and get famous so they can make a drink out of larger. and get me some $800,000 a month. I'll give half of mine away. Oh, and Chanel, look, I love that you're here. Thanks for coming through. But I already talked about Diddy a little bit yesterday. I'm not really with that vibe, that energy. That was disgusting. I won't be a part of helping that loose. That got released yesterday when they were doing the burial for that man that was in the service who the police went and knocked on his door and shot him in his doorway and then wouldn't help him. I kind of feel like the timing of certain things getting out there's a timing thing happening right now. And we're chewing on this gristle, and a lot of stuff is still going on that needs other attention. They can't even make him guilty on the statute of limitations has ran out. Cassie got her money for that instance. I don't think it was enough. But yeah, I'm not going to indulge Diddy. I can't. I love you. Thanks for being here, though. Coach Orbay is in the house. Right on. Thanks for coming through. Oh, no way. The highest. I wonder what does hers taste like. I'll have to check it out. Yes, the animals are uprising. And plus, everybody's talking about Diddy. You guys, leave it to, we were just talking about excellence and how so many inventions that Black people invented when they couldn't even learn how to read are still being used in 2024. Okay. But look, we're Pythagorean's theory just got figured out by 2 Black girls in high school. And now look, Clarice Phelps became the first Black woman to help discover a new element on the periodic table, you guys. I'm not sure what element she discovered, but she discovered a new element. Oh, no, it's called tennessine. It's TS, tennessine is a new element on the periodic table. Shout out to excellence and ingenuity, innovation. Oh, I was just telling you guys about this. Does any place that wants 40 hours a week from you for 40 years, do they really care about you? Let's look at this.
Roughly around here, we start to work. And we work. We keep working all the way until we're 65 years old. So as you can see, that is most of your life. So it is very important to spend this time doing something that you love. Being a kid is nice. Retiring is nice. But what about the years in between? These should not be just a write-off and just waiting for Friday. Just get through it. You can't wait till retirement, because once those years are gone, they're gone. What I'm saying is, if you're working at a job that you hate, just for a paycheck, then you need to make a change in your life.
Thank you.
Roughly around here.
Right? Make a change in your life. They don't deserve 40 years of your life. Imagine what you could have done with 40 years of focusing on you. I bet you would have been levitating, walking on water the way it was intended to do. I had to give a shout out to this 90-year-old who jumped 70, a 90-year-old who did the long jump thing. He jumped 7 feet, 2 inches, 90 years old, still getting it in. Look at that. Woo! In Speedos, no less. I love inspiration. Oh, look. You know, Sleepy Joe is supposed to be at Morehouse tomorrow for the commencement speech and to kick off his campaign at a Black college, at HBCU, after he told Black people last time that we weren't Black if we didn't vote for him, only for him to get in the office and not do shit he said he would do for Black people. And now he's going to end his 4 years where he started his 4 years, telling Black people to kiss their ass, because these Black kids do not want him at their college graduation, and they're being forced to host him. and being forced to try to be the good Negroes and don't act up too much while they're here. Listen to what the president says. This is the president of Morehouse.
I can't imagine, and I could be wrong, and people know by the time we get to Sunday evening, but I can't imagine a group of my students feeling so strongly about a difference with my decision to bring the president that they would want to violate the dignity of this institution in a public way.
But he does not mind violating the dignity of the institution in a public way by having that man who told all the black leaders who helped him get voted in that they was going to have to wait. He wouldn't even talk to them when he got into office. And then immediately made an AAIP, an anti-Asian hate crime bill. He never got the George Floyd thing passed. He didn't legalize marijuana. He took care of some school loans, but that affects everybody. It's nothing just for black people from Sleepy Joe. But now he's going to go to a black HBCU college where the kids don't want to see his ass because he hasn't done nothing for them. And then this guy is going to reprimand them he's going to pre-reprimand them by saying, oh, you're going to violate, man, if the kids didn't pay so much to go there, I bet they wouldn't even show up, but the parents want to see him graduate. But he's the violation, in my opinion. This president, David Thomas, is the violation, in my opinion, because just like all the other students at all the college campuses around the world are doing right now, they're speaking up for how they want things done on their behalf, and they're not being listened to. And this is another example of that, in my opinion. What happened? Oh, just a second. Oh, this is really interesting. Just the cost of living in the 90s. How much stuff was priced, how differently stuff was priced. Now imagine the minimum wage just got up to $20. And let's go back. The minimum wage just got up to $20, but the cost of living in the 90s was far more affordable, you guys. And so I posted that. Now Lizzo was on the blocked list for the Met Gala stuff. So then after she got blocked, she was like, well, celebrities don't really have as much pull as you guys think. And that's not the right answer to give. So then she spoke up and she was like, I stand with the Palestinians, free Palestine, free Gaza, and the people in Sudan and Congo and all of it. She's just like, all of this needs to stop. And she started to GoFundMe. And then the people were like, well, you're a star. You need to give all your money. And I don't agree with that. Look, we all got a part to do. First, you were mad that the lady went to the Met Gala. And now you're mad that she's trying to do something. Look, you can't put it all on the stars. Okay? I think she's using her platform for good. And let's just take a minute to listen to what she's saying. Because she got the message. She heard us loud and clear. And she got the message.
With an activist named Sarah, otherwise known as BSOM Blast, and I'll tag her in my caption. And she has been helping people on the ground in Sudan. For those of you who do not know, the Sudanese people have been dealing with ethnic cleansing, war, famine, displacement, amongst so many other things. And I want to use my voice and my platform to bring awareness to this in case somebody out there sees this and also wants to help. This is the 1 Million Sustainable Pads campaign. The 1 Million Pads Initiative is a project working to provide women and girls with...
Yeah, pads are required. Look, that's gross. They need all kinds of supplies in these war-torn areas, you guys. I think it's excellent that Lizzo got the message and is doing this. Now, this is... did you guys know that they have these things called wells that were made in a design of a frequency, and the design of the frequency clears and purifies the water in the freaking well, you guys? I'm intrigued. The science behind India's step wells has to do with frequencies. And so they build them in geometric shapes, and the shape cleans the water. Amazing.
Traditional ancient wells. Greece, ancient China, that's ancient Egypt.
And they're all over.
What makes somebody want to build this when they could easily do something like that? It's India. You know it's going to be.
Yeah. So I thought that was awesome. Oh, and that guy was showing the bomb had USA on it, and he's not forgiving USA. What's this one?
White women's tears are more precious than brown and black people's blood. It hurts this society more to see a white woman's tears hit the ground than to see our blood hit the ground. And so, and the tears, the crocodile tears, so often, the fake tears, the phony tears, claiming to feel afraid, right? Whether it's behind allegations of sexual violence or just saying, I'm afraid. So therefore, repress, brutalize, hurt these people, lock them up, protect my feelings. I want to feel safe. I understand how white safety, and especially white feminine safety, has been manipulated and weaponized in order to like take the lives of people of color. You know, you think about people like Emmett Till, Lynch for supposedly looking funny at a white woman. Like, you understand, what's going on, and it's the reason why all of these Zionists, it's the first thing that they go to, right? You see these videos of confrontations on campus, and it's like, I hope they do. Well, they've been doing that. the thing is it's always projection, right? Is that a lot of African Americans are my skin color because of the number of slave owners, right, that sexually violated the enslaved. And they're always accusing you of doing the thing that they have been doing to you. It's always projection, and it's always confession. White.
Isn't that deep? I like the way he put that. And, I talk about stuff a lot over here, and I thought he said that very eloquently and better than I could have. Yeah. So this goes back to what I was saying. Like, they released the video of Diddy on CNN, but they're not even fully covering what's happening in these war-torn countries accurately. So that's what I was talking about a minute ago when I said that some of this stuff is to distract you from something else. I love Vicky Dillard. Shout out to Vicky Dillard. She's a real one. So in her, she's saying that it was a diabolical spirit that was released. There was a whole energy. I mean, we watched the video on the channel yesterday of Diddy doing that. And I swear, I was literally overcome with a feeling, an energy of watching that happen. It was disgusting. There was a release with that. And I think that she has a point. He's not one of us. She rejects him. Diddy is about what needs to be purged. We have been made other than ourselves, and we need to heal ourselves, she said. And then, CNN released that, right? The timing of the video is strategic, she said. Decide about your intelligence. They want us to take the fall for diabolical energies, but it doesn't belong to us. He doesn't belong to us. So that's part of what I got for it too. Like, with all the evilness happening right now that you can put a finger on in the world, that has nothing to do with Diddy or anybody that looks like Diddy as far as skin tone, right? But then you're going to put this out en masse in media to make the energy you can put a finger on that has nothing to do with us now a tangible, oh, look, we're going to look at people like that. And that's what our feeling is. That's what our problem is. Those who follow me are following me. They have not sufficiently covered what happened to the airman that was killed in his house. They haven't, but they're giving us a lot of this Diddy, aren't they? And this happened in 2016. We can't even do anything about what happened in 2016. The stuff that's happening right now with that unaliving of the servicemen in his fucking house. Something can happen about that right now because it had just happened. But they're showing us stuff that happened from 2016. You see that? Anyway, if you know, you know. Reclaim your mind, you guys. Michael Jackson kissed this lady and she just about lost her freaking mind. I just thought it was so cute. Look, she's swooning for the whole rest of the time she up there. She can't even stand up. She's like, ooh, oh my God. She can't even stand it. This was funny. Who has the best horror music? So I don't know which one you think won, but I think they're all pretty scary and terrifying. Oh, Elon Musk is doing some other shit. The telephone. We used to have a telephone book and a phone that was in your house all the time connected to the wall, you guys. Heavy D back in the day. Oh, this was something funny. That was funny. That was funny. Anyway, you guys, this has been my Instagram stories. Thanks for popping in today. I hope you guys had some fun with me. But I have other stuff to do today. I just wanted to do this. I hope the person that asked for it is happy that it happened. I know that I'm happy that you guys all came through today and got to spend a little bit of time with me this Saturday morning for a little something different. And I appreciate you. Remember, there's enough to go around in the world. Smash my buttons because I love smashing, and ring my bell so you can get notified. And you know what? I'll see you in the next video. Remember, there's enough to go around, so go get some. Peace.